All right, so are you ready for this? We're diving deep into The Judge from Hell, episodes 11 and 12. And let me tell you, these episodes are a wild ride.
They really shift the whole focus, you know? It's like we're moving away from those individual courtroom cases.
Right.
And now we're getting into this bigger mysteries surrounding Bitna, the demon judge, and her connection to Daeon, that human detective.
Okay, so remind me, for those of us who haven't watched it in a minute,
Yeah.
who are the big players here?
Okay.
And what's the overall, vibe we're dealing with?
Okay, picture this. Bitna, she's a demon judge.
Okay.
And she's trying to figure out this whole human world thing.
Right.
And at the same time, she's dispensing her own version of justice, right?
Right.
And then there's Daeon. He's a detective, but he's got this messed up past.
Oh, yeah.
And he's really thirsty for revenge.
Oh, I see.
And their whole dynamic is this tension between how they see justice.
Right. And to make things even more interesting,
Oh, yeah.
we've got a murder. Right?
Yes.
A huge reveal about one of the characters.
It's crazy.
And a cliffhanger that'll leave you wanting more.
Absolutely.
Are you ready to unpack all of this?
I am. Let's do it.
Okay, let's dive in. So, first up, we've got this power struggle.
Right.
That really throws everything into chaos.
Yeah. So Bitna, she loses her demonic powers.
What? I know, right?
How does a demon just lose their powers?
Well, it seems like this higher-ranking demon, Baal, he's got the authority to, take away Bitna's powers. It's a punishment, basically.
So that makes her vulnerable, right?
Oh, absolutely. And it becomes this big plot point as we go on.
Interesting.
And there's this one detail. Even without her powers, she can't touch a Bible.
Whoa, hold on. So even without her powers, there's still something connecting her back to, her demon self.
Exactly.
That is fascinating. What does this mean for Bitna, in the big picture?
Well, I mean, she has to rely on her brains.
Right.
And her cunning, instead of just raw power.
It also makes you think, what are demon powers, really?
And what are their limits?
Right. But yeah, this vulnerability really messes with her plans.
Especially with this whole murder mystery thing, right?
Oh, totally.
So, Siono, Bitna's human love interest?
Yeah.
Is he actually dead?
That's where the show gets really clever.
Okay.
At first, it seems like he dies in this burning car.
Right.
But then the DNA results come back and it's like, whoa, plot twist.
So he's not dead.
The burning car was all staged.
Staged?
By who?
By Bitna and Daeon.
Wait, they faked his death? Why would they do that?
It was a huge risk, but they did it to expose the real killer.
He was the real killer.
This mysterious figure, they call him Jae.
Jae.
Yeah, and this whole fake death thing.
Uh-huh.
It was a trap to catch Jae red-handed.
Clever.
It really shows how intricate this show is.
It keeps you guessing, that's for sure.
Definitely.
So who is this Jae guy?
Well, these episodes don't actually say his name.
But we do find out that he's behind a bunch of murders.
Oh, wow.
And he seems connected to this powerful family, the Jungs.
And faking Seonho's death helps them how?
It lures Jae out.
Okay.
They're hoping he'll, slip up.
Gotcha.
So the investigation leads them to Taegyu.
Taegi.
He's part of the Jong family.
So he's the prime suspect.
But, and this is
Yeah.
The truth is way more shocking.
Okay, now I need to know everything.
All right, so they uncover all this manipulation and dark secrets, family stuff.
Jeez.
And get this. Taegyu's father, Jae-gyul,
Yeah.
he's actually Satan.
Oh, what?
I know, right?
The prime suspect's father is Satan.
Yeah.
This changes everything.
It really does. Now we've got this whole supernatural element. It's
Yeah.
not just a murder anymore. It's good versus evil.
That's intense. What happens next? Do they go after Satan?
They do, but before that,
Yeah.
Daeon has this huge moral dilemma.
Oh, right, because he wants revenge.
He finally comes face to face with Taegyu, the guy who killed his loved ones.
Oh, man.
And he has to decide, revenge or justice.
I can't even imagine being in that position.
It's a tough one.
What does he choose?
So there's this powerful scene.
Right.
Daeon's standing over Taegyu.
Yeah.
He's got a weapon, ready to kill.
Wow.
But then he chooses justice.
He doesn't kill him.
Nope, he shows real growth.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What about Bitna? Does she get her powers back?
She does. Baal, the one who took them away.
Yeah.
He sees that Bitna figured out the whole Satan thing.
So he gives them back.
Yeah, which leads us to this epic showdown.
Bitna versus Satan. Who wins?
Bitna defeats him, sends him back to hell.
Wow. That's awesome.
But then, in the courtroom, there's this twist.
Another twist.
Oh, yeah. She says there will be no trial.
What? No trial. After all of this,
I know, right?
what is she thinking? Why not just let the legal system handle Taegyu?
It's interesting, right? It really shows how much Bitna's character has changed.
Oh, so...
Well, remember, she's not just a demon judge anymore.
Right.
She's becoming something else, you know?
Yeah.
Like she's developing her own sense of justice influenced by the human world.
So you're saying, like, regular justice isn't enough for her?
Exactly. Especially since Taegyu was basically a puppet for Satan.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So do you think this could cause problems between her and Dayan?
Absolutely. Daeon's been trying to leave revenge behind, right? To be more righteous.
And Bitna might be about to do something pretty ruthless.
It challenges everything about their partnership, you know?
Yeah.
Will Daeon accept it?
That's the question. Can their love survive if they disagree on something so fundamental?
That's what makes this so compelling.
Right. And we still don't know what's going to happen to Bitna.
True.
Will she stay in the human world with Dayan?
Yeah, or go back to hell.
It feels like every decision she makes pulls her in two opposite directions.
Totally. And remember, Baal asked for Taegyu to be sent to hell.
Oh, yeah, for a worse punishment.
Right, so is Bitna defying him?
Or does she have some kind of plan we don't know about yet?
It's like a chess game.
And we're just pawns.
Exactly. This show keeps you guessing.
Oh, and speaking of surprises,
Yeah?
the boatman who helped Dayan,
Yeah.
he was actually the angel Gabriel.
I know. It adds a whole other level to the story.
Why would Gabriel get involved?
It suggests there's something bigger going on. Right?
Like a higher power is influencing things.
It makes you wonder, is Gabriel trying to guide Daeon?
Or maybe test him.
Or maybe he's watching Bitna to see what she'll choose.
This is getting deeper and deeper.
It is.
I love how these deep dives help us see all the connections we might have missed.
Me too.
Okay, so we've talked about tough choices, big reveals, and even angels.
We have.
But that ending with Bitna saying no trial,
Yeah.
that's a huge cliffhanger.
It is.
What do you think will happen in the last 2 episodes?
It's hard to say, but I think there are a lot of possibilities.
Like what?
What if Bitna takes Taegyu to hell herself?
For his punishment.
Yeah, it would definitely be a way for her to show her power.
And do things her own way.
But what will that mean for her and Daeon?
Will they be able to stay together?
And what about Satan? Is he really gone?
Oh, man. So many questions.
I know, right?
I need to know what she's planning.
And if she and Daeon can make things work.
The suspense is killing me.
I know.
But that's what makes it fun, right?
Absolutely. The mystery, the anticipation, the possibilities.
It keeps us coming back for more.
Definitely.
Okay, we've covered a lot today.
We have.
But before we wrap up part 2, I want to talk about Bitna's inner struggle.
Oh, yeah. That's important.
Throughout this whole deep dive,
Mm-hmm.
we've seen her wrestling with her demonic side and her growing humanity.
She's torn between two worlds.
Exactly. And it seems like what she decides to do with Taegyu will be the ultimate test.
Right. Will she embrace her demon powers and be merciless?
Or will she choose compassion, like a human?
It's a classic battle between duty and love.
I know. And the show's even hinted that she might give up her powers to be with Dayan.
Imagine that, giving up everything for love.
Would she really do it?
That's the big question.
What will she choose?
And what will it mean for everyone else?
We'll have to tackle those questions in the last part of our deep dive.
Get ready for a thrilling conclusion to this amazing K-drama.
All right, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive into The Judge from Hell.
And it's crazy how much we've uncovered, right?
I know. We started with this demon judge, a murder mystery, and now we're talking about, like, cosmic justice,
right.
redemption, what it means to be human.
It's been quite the journey.
And as we go into these final 2 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
we got to remember that this show loves to surprise us.
Oh, yeah. They've done it before.
What kind of ending do you think they have in store this time?
Well, you know, with all those fake-out endings they've done,
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bitna's no trial thing is more than it seems.
Okay. I like where you're going with this.
Remember, this show loves to play with our minds.
So what are you thinking?
What if she's planning a punishment that goes beyond, like, human law?
Interesting.
Maybe she's taking Taegyu to hell, where he'll face a real judgment.
That would definitely fit with what Baal wanted.
Right.
And it would let Bitna show everyone who's boss.
Exactly.
But I keep thinking about Dayan.
Yeah.
Would he be okay with that? Sending Taegyu to hell.
That's a good question.
It could really drive them apart, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Daeon might see a side of Bitna he doesn't like.
It all comes back to that big question.
Yeah.
Can their love survive if they see justice so differently?
Right. And what about Bitna's own fate?
Oh, yeah.
Will she stay human and be with Daeon?
Or go back to being a demon judge?
The show has even hinted that she might give up her powers for Dawn.
That would be huge.
Imagine giving up everything for love.
I know.
Would she really do it?
It's a tough choice, duty or love.
It is.
But in the end, it's Bitna's choice.
And whatever she chooses will impact everyone around her.
Definitely.
It's those choices that make this show so captivating.
It really makes you think.
You know, it's amazing how this show has mirrored Bitna's journey.
Mm-hmm.
She started as this powerful, mysterious demon judge.
And now she's figuring out her humanity.
It makes you wonder, what would you do if you were her?
That's a tough one.
Would you sacrifice everything for love?
Or would you stick to your destiny even if it meant darkness?
Those are the questions that stick with you.
Even after the show ends.
You know, The Judge from Hell isn't just a show.
It's more than that.
It's like a reflection of our own struggles.
With right and wrong.
With good and evil.
Exactly.
And I can't wait to see how it all ends.
Me too.
But even when the final episode is over,
yeah,
those questions, those choices, they'll stay with us.
That's the power of a good story.
It makes you think.
It sparks conversation.
So keep those questions in mind as you watch these last episodes.
Think about what Bitna's going through.
The sacrifices she might make.
And ask yourself, what would you do?
And until next time,
keep diving deep.
Keep exploring.
And never stop looking for the hidden depths.
In the stories that capture your imagination.
See you next time.